So any question anybody want to ask from the previous class? Otherwise, we'll move to the next topic. No question? Pardon, come again? No. If someone is giving bad governance, then what you will do? It is not a mandatory thing, but we are having a decent way of life inside the society, that there is a constitution. This constitution is want to have some kind of objective, like welfare and well-being. If I am taking care of your well-being, I am a good person or a bad person? Automatic. 1 minute, I'll answer. Nowhere it is, but whatever written inside the constitution, that's why I'm saying that whatever written inside the constitution, if you follow, you will become a good person. You understand? For example, secularism is existing inside the constitution. If you follow, if you not follow, two things are there. Okay. So what is the most important thing is that for the breakdown of constitutional machinery, we can't able to take anything, but generally there is a notion that the government or the parliament can able to take action. That's a necessary point. But who is controlling the 273 members of parliament inside? For example, BJP is having 303 members approximately. And this member of parliament only can able to dismiss a government through no confidence motion on the basis of voting majority. And will the BJP member will vote against Modi ji? For example, I'm asking. No one will do. They want to remain as a member of parliament ruling party for 5 years or 10 years or till their death. Nobody want to leave the chat. Okay, whether you are giving good governance or bad governance, then who can able to check? Then we are saying simply the three organs of the government, and one organ is that executive. And here in executive, you will say that the president of India, the prime minister, headed by the council of ministers, and so on. So bureaucrat will also. And there is another organ in the name of legislatures. There is a member of parliament and member of legislative assembly at center and the state. And there is a third important organ in the name of judiciary. There is the Supreme Court of India. This Supreme Court of India can able to act like a guardian of the Indian Constitution. This Supreme Court of India is the most important body who can able to interpret the constitution of the country. While doing interpretation, the Supreme Court may say, okay, you are doing right and you are doing wrong. Supreme Court also behave like a political party member. Then what you will do? Nothing. So the things are there. A separation of power concept. All those things you already studied in your polity class. The separation of power concept. So executive will execute, the legislature will make the law, and judiciaries are the one who will keep on check. This fellow is doing proper legislation and this fellow is properly executing or not. All those things the judiciary is going to. Suppose after retirement as a Chief Justice of India, I will get a governor post in Kerala. For example, I'm saying. I'm not mentioning anyone. Kerala governor, for example. Will you do a favor for the government or you want to maintain justice? Depend upon the people. You will maintain justice and he won't maintain justice. I want to be a governor only. I want to be a president only. I want to be so and so, so and so. I don't want retire. Okay, after 62 also, 65 also. My legacy will continue. The same thing. Normal. Okay. But we are properly, the constitution is clearly saying that in order to maintain good governance, we are having three organs: executive, legislatures, and supervised by judiciary. It is mentioned. Fine. Understood? Good. Any other question? What is the
meaning of centralization of power and
authority? Power and centralization of power and authority means, for example, I am the only one can able to speak and do anything inside the government class. I never allowed any. No, you can't ask any question. I won't answer your question. If I am behaving like this, will you accept it? But some teachers are doing. Not here. The topmost IAS academy inside our country, the way how a teacher will come, he will speak monologue, he will do good, he is a good monologue. Okay. And when somebody asks a question, you are unnecessarily asking question, meet me after the class. Nobody won't. I am here to speak, not to listen anything. The same mindset you can keep it inside the government. There is a prime minister. I'm not talking about India. And this prime minister never and never ever listened to the council of ministers. The council of ministers all need to work together. The collective responsibility of council of ministers, they need to act together, swim together, sink together, like not like Titanic. Hero can able to die and a heroine can able to escape. It's not like that. Both need to die or both need to live. That is our idea. Okay. So if one person is deciding everything, how he can able to know about health sector? He is a specialist. He only can able to talk about health. He can't able to talk about internal security. But one person is taking care of each and everything in the name of Prime Minister and Prime Minister's office. Then totally you are consuming, you are centralizing all the power and authority in your hand. Okay, you may expert in mathematics, but not in social science. But if I'm taking every subject starting from history to ethics, what you will do? You paid. I won't give any choices. I'm the only teacher. I will take entire subject. Will you accept it? Some subject I may good, some subject I may worst. But still, if I'm controlling everything on my own for money's sake, that's not a good idea. Na? Centralization of power and authority is also the same. One person will control everything. Like during emergency, Indira Gandhi is the best example we can see. Okay, Congress is very weak, so I can able to mention about Indira Gandhi. Demonetization and all. That's what I'm saying. Centralization, power and authority. Indira Gandhi also faced same kind of situation. People advise her to do demonetization, but she know the impact of demonetization, so she refused. And in 2016 and later part, India, Modi also faced the same situation, and he tried to enforce the demonetization because he wanted to eliminate all the black money. So after 2019, we don't have any black money. The question is that, okay, anyhow, this is not a political debate class. It's simply governance, good governance. Yeah. Okay, so that's a simple idea. Whether you are in a team or one person is controlling everything, but it is up to you. But the constitution is saying that the collective responsibility of the council of ministers only. They never talked about prime minister's role. Prime minister is the real one who is controlling each and everything on the basis of the allocation of portfolio. Portfolio, you might be studied in your polity, otherwise you will learn in your polity class. Portfolio. And this portfolio is an ideology exactly came into exists around 1859 by Lord Canning. And through this, the viceroy of the government or the governor general of the government is having ultimate authority. Centralization, complete centralization. But after the process of 1919, the decentralization process came into existence. It was at the time of centralization. It was at the time of decentralization. And 1935 Act also talked about the idea of decentralization with the help of the induction of the word federation and federalism. And the good part is that after 1935, they never implement federalism inside the country till India's independence. Only after India's independence, only we are talking about cooperative federalism, bargaining federalism, organic federalism, and other various federalism. Some different West Bengal kind of states are having different ways. Okay, but this idea is clearly saying that after the induction of the constitution, and it is not prime minister's role, the collective responsibility of the council of ministers. So prime minister is a wise person. He can able to do well, very well. So he is a health minister. And she can be a good finance minister. Let her be a finance minister, best finance minister for India, and defense minister, home minister, so on, so on. So that area only the prime minister is showing that he is prime among all. So he is not equal with all. He is prime among all. He is like all those things. Then it will become a political class. But still, council of minister, the collective responsibility. Only the constitution is talking, not the role of prime minister. Then it will become a Saddam Hussein government, not a Modi's government, or not Rahul's government. No? So that thing you should be ready. Good, fine, good. Before going to start, just 2 minutes I will take. I think as per the Shakespeare, have you ever read the play of Shakespeare or his writing or etc. etc.? Shakespeare you heard? you may be science or arts, but Shakespeare, the word you may hear in your college days. He generally classify people, not these people, he generally classify humankind in three ways. Some born greatness, some greatness thrust upon themselves, some struggled for their greatness. This is the way Shakespeare usually divide people into three categories. I will also align those points with the UPSC preparation. Some born greatness, like Albert Einstein. He never and ever visit any kind of laboratory. His mind is his laboratory. So he will decide everything with the help of his mind and make, okay, this is the best way I can able to produce E equal to MC squared. What? Yeah. This one. Yes. Okay, E equal to MC squared. Okay, based on that, we can have some idea that he is born genius. Some born genius also there in UPSC preparation. First attempt, first appearance, first rank, like those kind of people. You leave those people. Rare born. Okay. And second part is some struggled for their greatness, like Einstein, Newton. He had a great fight with his wife. Always you are not producing any result. Failure, failure, failure. Both had a great fight, and he ran away from his house and he went and slept to a down apple tree instead of jackfruit tree. Apple came down and started hitting his forehead. He started thinking, like my wife, apple also hitting me. And he started thinking more than that, why it is coming down instead of going above. Some idea came, gravitational theory. If it is a jackfruit tree, then there won't be any Newton. There may be a mentally asylum person. But some greatness thrust upon themselves by nature or superpower or God or something like that, like Einstein. And third kind of people, some struggled for their greatness. A lot of people are there in UPSC. They will work hard. And the third, fourth, fifth attempt, one fine morning, people will knock with the media coverage that you become all India topper. Then, next day onwards, you become God. You will become God, like omnipresence. Every academy will keep your photo that so-and-so studied in all the academies of India. Like this. Okay, but 5 years, 4 years, 6 years, hard work, no one knows. So generally in UPSC preparation, these kind of people are there. First attempt, first rank. Leave those people. Let them peace in heaven. And the second kind of people are there, like some greatness thrust upon themselves. Maybe from your childhood days onwards, you may have some willingness. Okay, I want to be a civil servant. I want to be like this, that. That is the second category. Third category, okay, no opportunity after my graduation. The market is not good. So let us have some competitive examination. Someone say. They worked hard. And based on that, in their second, third, fourth attempt, they will become IAS officer. So this is a three category. There is no category of the people who failed in their life. Nobody want to talk about it. And there is no such things also. Someone failed. Okay, if you can able to try something in UPSC life, whatever you are gaining here, it won't leave you. It will always help. For example, take me as an example. Out of my 4 attempts, I went to 3 times in UPSC board interview. And last attempt, I failed in my mains itself due to some reason. Okay, anyhow. My girlfriend became IAS officer. That is a different story. Okay. Now she is also there. Good, very good, fine. But the thing is that after that, I thought in my mind, okay, all these people are there as a civil servant. Okay, what I'm going to do after my 4th attempt? But I learned a lot. Every year, I will say, my first optional was physics. I was there in Delhi, IIT, and I took physics as an optional paper. Then second, totally contradicting things, I took Tamil literature and public administration. Then 4th attempt, I took political science. Every attempt, this is the habit of my group people. And based on that, one of my friends also become all India topper. Every year, one new optional paper. We won't study boring one again. Like that manner it happened. But the most important thing, after failed in your life, you need to think something. Okay, I got this much experience through 4 attempts and 1 attempt previously in my college days itself. What I'm going to do with this? Based on that, I started thinking. And now all my people who left and who become civil servants, and during COVID, everybody struggled. And I never faced any lockdown in my entire life. the way I got some information, and just 3 days before I left Delhi, and I lived my own places, and nobody allowed in the entire mountain. Like that, that's a different story. But now civil servants are coming, political people are coming to me in order to get some kind of help. So that, and when I was there in old Rajendra Nagar, after my last attempt, I thought like that only. What I'm going to do after 10 years? This much experience I'm having. The political science taught me so many things. So after I failed in my attempt, I turned myself as a strategist. So we will make government. We are not ready to work under government. We will create government. So based on that, now everybody want to seek their help. We are not asking anyone something, you have to give job or something like that. So this is the way I turn. So whatever you are learning, whatever you are seeking through this field, it won't go waste. But only one thing is that you should have the strong mind, steady mind, and don't change anything. Keep one optional, study more, focus. Surely and steadily you can able to get result. So no fourth category. All are three category. First attempt, or by God's grace, someone will become, and based on the hard work never leave you, you will get the result. So no second thought of anything regarding what I am going to do after something. No need to think about this. Fine, good. Now today, I need to start the new things. This is a topic we are going to handle as per the syllabus of UPSC. In the previous class, we discussed about good governance in terms of transparency plus accountability plus social responsiveness. This is the way we discussed. For giving example to this good governance, we put a lot of E's and ethos and ethics and integrity and all the things we had done it, and the characters of GC, and finally the challenging part related to GC. Like this manner we had done the previous class. Now I am going to discuss about what is e-governance. What is e-governance? You all are using your mobile phone. Anybody don't have any mobile connectivity here? All are having personal mobile. Okay, good, very good. So you all are using internet. If you are having mobile, you definitely. Some people won't use internet. That's a different thing. Anyhow. So now the case is that the world is completely connected in terms of the idea of internet. World Wide Web, WWW. This is the way the processes are happening inside this world. So when I'm talking about the e-governance, this is the most important thing. On the basis of the e-governance initiative, through internet, the government want to provide services to the people, customers, client, or other people in their doorstep. So whatever you are asking, I need to provide at your doorstep. That is the most important. So this is the way only the process of e-governance initiated inside our country. And when I'm looking into the history, the concept related to e-governance came into exist. It was around 1970, then 1977, and 1987. These are the three important years we can able to talk about regarding the idea of e-governance. So what is the purpose of e-governance? Why I want to talk about the idea of e-governance? I already told that transparency is the most important thing in order to achieve the idea of good governance. The transparency, openness can be achieved with the help of the idea of e-governance, idea of m-governance, the idea of RTA, the idea of citizen charter, etc., that we are going to discuss. So now this part, e-governance. So once we are using internet in order to provide services to your doorstep, so what will happen? Everything you are getting at your doorstep. You don't need to come to office. If you don't need to come to office, the next important point, you don't need to pay money to anyone, mediators. Only thing is that you need to have internet, good internet, and some literacy about e-field, IT, ICT, information and communication technology. Based on that, you can able to do well. Okay. And if you are going government offices, have you ever visited government offices for any certificate or something like that? No. Half of the people visited and half of the people no. If you have some chances, you just to go and ask your DM, district magistrate, that I'm preparing so and so. I just want to stay dating with you one day. Just ask him like this. So some good collectors district magistrate will permit. Okay, you sit aside with me in my car, in my field area, and you just observe the way how a collectorate is functioning. It will really motivate you on one side. Definitely they won't get any money before you. They will do good things only, always. So based on that, you may have some kind of idea how they way. But in practicality, if you are approaching the local people, I already told the peon, if I want to open anything inside the government office, there will be a red tape tied with one rope. If I want to open the rope and open the red tape, I have to give Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi in the name of 500 or 2000 or something like that. Then without even night time also the government will function. Or a normal process, it may take some time. So this is the problematic thing. In order to eliminate the corruption, that is the most important C inside our country, corruption. In order to reduce the time delay, that is another important thing. On the basis of the main process of the red tapeism, that is another important concept. So corruption, red tapeism, and time delay, these are the important concepts. If I want to overcome these three, what I need to do? I want to eliminate the middlemen, those who are existing inside the country. And who are those middlemen? Some middlemen comes from outside the office. Some middlemen will exist inside the office. So with the process of e-governance, an internet-based solution can able to help me to overcome all those kind of issues. So on the basis of that, it was in 1970, the government of India created the concept of the Department of Electronics first inside our country. Electronics department. If I want to say about the computers, really, it was in 1970s, the government of India created a Department of Electronics. But exactly around 1961 to 63, during John F. Kennedy, JFK, people will call JFK, you hear this? Kennedy Airport, International Airport, John F. Kennedy. The American president was assassinated by no one. He himself assassinated himself. Still people are searching who assassinated Kennedy. It's a different story. You leave it. But the John F. Kennedy, he really loved India. So he gave some strategic partnership first time to Indian people with the Indian government. On the basis of that, apart from strategic partnership, he also wanted to do certain things. So during his time, he appointed J.K. Galbraith. That's the name of the popular economist in 1960s. He was a Nobel laureate also. He got Nobel Prize during the time. And he was appointed by John F. Kennedy as an ambassador to India, US ambassador to India. And this J.K. Galbraith came to India and started so many things. And one among the great initiatives in IIT Kanpur, the first computer science department was initiated by Mr. J.K. Galbraith, the ambassador to India, US ambassador to India. So based on that only, the initiation regarding computer, other online processing, etc., etc. And even till now, people are saying that even the email was invented by Indians. Truly. But they left India, settled in USA. There they have identified an email for American security agencies. But later it became a wise idea. So they introduced inside government. Now everybody is using www, all the things, Gmail and all. So 60s, 61 to 63, the first initiatives regarding IIT Kanpur, computer science department came into exist. And after that, in 1970, the Department of Electronics, in order to handle this computer science in a proper manner, the government of India also created a separate department. Then if I'm having a department, we need to have a body, some organization set up. So the National Informatics Center, NIC, National Informatics Center, NIC, came into exist during the time of 1977. And within 10 years, they want to improve more, better than this National Informatics Center. So a satellite-based augmentation system also came into exist after that time with the help of satellite-based, with the help of internet-based initiatives also came into exist exactly around 1987. So that was the beginning related to anything regarding online computer science and etc. etc. On the basis of that, on the basis of this particular model, the Kerala government want to provide something to their people. That is the initiative. So during 80s, what they did, they created Akshaya. That was an initiative initiated by the Kerala government. For every 0 to 3 kilometers, we can able to keep one Akshaya center. So So anything regarding e-governance to people or citizens of Kerala can able to go there and ask the government assistance. So this is the way the process came into exist. And later every state got really interested in this project. Okay, this is good. You don't need to go anywhere. Internet is the only things. So based on that, so many other initiatives also came into exist. On the basis of that, even Prime Minister Modi also thought that, okay, what is the main problem? Tele density. Now we are improving day by day. We are improving. Almost 70% people got internet telephone connection in India right now. I think after 5G, it may go even 75-80% also. Okay. But the main problem is that internet connectivity. The government of India also produced some kind of Bharat scheme on the basis of that Bharat 1.0, 2.0. So they decided to go for 1 Mbps speed, minimum 1 Mbps speed for all the Panchayat Raj institutions. Already Prime Minister Modi initiated this one. Based on that, the work is also going on. Maybe very soon, before 2030, we are going to achieve a complete internet connection. Okay, which means what? One side, the good initiatives. Okay, e-governance, it will reduce the time delay, corruption, etc., etc. On the other side, there is a side effect, addiction. Nowadays, always people, husband and wife, everyone is having their mobile phone. Once they come inside the house from offices, no one want to see the children's face or wife's or husband's face. They got bored with the things. Okay, such a long time we are seeing your face only. So I want to see some other new face through Facebook, internet. Okay, united people, but divided family. Okay, internet is making everything possible, is reducing time delay, but it is stealing time of youth community. That is the most important thing you have to be. You are the future killer. The most important thing in internet era, it is consuming everything. It's reducing time delay, etc. Very good. But the most important thing, through internet, this is the current generations are losing their time. The internet-based social media is trying to steal the most precious things in your life. Time is the most precious thing you are having, not your money. It may go or come, not power. It may go or come. L.K. Advani, once upon a time, powerful man in the planet, South Asia. Now you know what is his position. Now, Mr. Amit Shah, I don't know after 10 years what is going to happen to him. Something like that. Money may come, power may come, but the time is the most precious thing the internet era want to steal from the people. That is a side effect that we have to discuss in essay class, not in governance class. But you need to keep those ideas in your mind, and you need to teach these things to your children for the next generation. The time is the most precious thing. Don't lose time. Don't sell your time. And based on you are selling your time, and Mark Zuckerberg become the world popular billionaire in this world. So many other people also, because they are stealing your time, and that time they are converting into money. Okay, good idea. Right. Just note it down. Introduction point. E-governance, the history. E-governance, the history. History of e-governance. First point. E-governance in India. E-governance in India owes its origin, OWES, owes its origin, OWES, owes its origin to the in-house, INHOUS, in-house development of application, in-house development of application during 1970s, 70, yes, during 1970s, when government of India created the Department of Electronics, DOE, the Department of Electronics. How many engineers are here in this class? Okay, at least few. Good. Okay, if you are going to South India and asking in any academy that how many engineers, then 99% of people will raise their hands. Because the engineers are the one always equivalent with the unemployed youth right now in India. One side. And another important thing, okay, all other people, how many science background students are here? Okay. How many art, commerce industry, art? Okay, very good. Only few. How many of you checked your LED bulb? Tube lights are there, na? The tube light, not this one, this tube light. Have you checked the tube? You know how to install it. All this. Very good. Fine. Good. Very good. So what it is written? How many watt? 5 or 10 watts. Other than that, anything written in that one? 6,000, 64,100. Okay. At least one person checked it. Who's checked it? Here, who? You checked it. Okay, very good. This was a question in UPSC some years ago. We know only 10 watt, 0 watts, or 30, 40 watts, or 60 watts, or 100 watts. This is the way we usually check our LED bulb or tube light. This is a big, now it is no more. But still, some people are having LED tube light. Okay, but it is written 6400 Kelvin, something like that. And some years ago, UPSC asked, you people are daily using, but you need to know what kind of Kelvin it is having. So they asked 6400, 5600, or the 4600, 4000, none of this. Okay, you have to write the answer. And how many of you are having TV in your house? Television? No, house, television. Okay, at least very good. Because for me, I never, that's a different story. Okay, good. So in TV, you may have some kind of different smart TV and plasma TV. What kind of TV you people are using? It is smart TV, smart board. If no one is there, you put the connection Google and you can watch it to television also, or TV is also news channel. That's a different thing. What kind of difference you know between this smart TV, which is based on LCD and LED and plasma technology and recent technology? If you have time for science and technology, anyhow your teacher is going to come. But what you are seeing in and around, very carefully. There is a publication by the government of India. Questions will appear. The Science Today magazine. Okay, Science Today. So if you have free time, you can download that Science Today magazine of Government of India, not the private one, and try to learn about the application point. Don't go into physics, chemistry, or something. The application point of view. Regularly, every year, you will get questions. Okay, keep it with you. Science Today. Continue. Established Department of Electronics, and subsequently established the National Informatics Center, NIC. Subsequently established the National Information Center, NIC. NIC in 1977. Was the major initiative. Done by the Indian government. Was the major initiative done by the Indian government towards good governance, towards e-governance, towards e-governance. Then, in 1987, a national satellite-based computer network, NICNET, satellite-based computer network, NICNET, was created okay. And next point, NIC will have the major work in India, to computerize, major work in India, to computerize all districts, all district office, government office first, all district office in our country, for which free software and hardware, free software and hardware. Hardware, software and hardware was offered to the state government, was offered, OFFERED, offered to the state government. State governments, we are having various state governments. Fine. Second para. On the basis of the above idea, on second para, on the basis of the above idea, it was a Kerala government, on the basis of the above idea, it was the Kerala government who first started, Kerala government who first started, STRTET, started a e-governance program. A e-governance program, Akshaya. A e-governance program, Akshaya. AKSHAYA, Akshaya. To create, Akshaya, to create e-Kendra. E-Kendra. For every e-Kendra, for every 2 to 3 kilometers. 2 to 3 kilometers. Every 2 to 3 kilometers. In order to provide e-learning, e-transaction, e-governance, e-learning, e-transaction, e-governance, and ICT, information and communication technology. Okay, last point. The use of internet, the way how we are using the use of internet by the government, the use of internet by the government to provide its services, at the doorsteps. Provide its services at the doorsteps of customers, business and other stakeholders. Then when I'm discussing about the idea of e-governance, the main concept in e-governance is based on connectivity. And the second important thing, people those are using this e-governance should have the knowledge. Okay. Then third important thing, in the name of data and information. Okay, data and information. So while we're discussing about The connectivity, knowledge, data and information aligned with the idea of capital. These are the 4 important pillars of e-governance. 4 important pillars of e-governance. When I'm going to discuss about this e-governance, first pillar, connectivity. You all are having internet connection here. Before 2014, we don't have much problem inside the class, because only rarely people will have mobile phone and with good internet. Once you are coming in this kind of closed atmosphere, generally your internet won't work. So students won't trouble teachers also. But nowadays, when a teacher is teaching, and to counter a teacher, generally students will Google it immediately and they will say, no, sir, connectivity is, you are saying that the connectivity should be like this. And if I'm saying, no, it is on the basis of Akshaya, before Akshaya, even Arthashastra also talked about some ideas regarding e-governance. People will say with the help of internet. The main thing is based on connectivity. That is why nowadays in big institutions, what they are doing now, when you are entering into the class, they are keeping jammer everywhere inside the campus. So that students won't trouble the teacher much through internet. And they won't also trouble themselves by the way of doing some kind of activity. So jammer is there. So this is the most important thing. The pillar of e-governance is completely on the basis of connectivity, and the connectivity should be on the basis of last mile connectivity. Anybody who face some kind of difficulties when you're going back to your hometown regarding connections, internet? Yes, still it is there. And now the problem is that now from 4G to 5G, lot of works are there. So definitely you may have some kind of difficulty. But when you're going back to our villages, our remotest area, or some picnic you are going outside the city area, definitely you may face some kind of difficulty. But right now the government is trying their level best. They are launching so many satellites. On the basis of that, they want to provide a complete facility, the way how you are getting the person in Jammu Kashmir also. For example, from Delhi, I am teaching to the students of Jammu Kashmir. And it is not that much easy. The moment I'm starting polity with you also, I will start polity for them. In the meantime, some curfew will come and immediately the government will cut a internet and telephone connection for Jammu Kashmir people. So when I'm starting introduction polity and when I am in the mid of Panchayat Raj, again I need to go for the salient features of the Indian constitution for Jammu Kashmir people. This is the problem we usually face. So whenever the availability of internet, the same kind of things also there in northeastern state. If I am going for Arunachal Pradesh for a class, now we fed up with the online process. So physically we are going there, and during 1 or 2 months we'll stay there and teach so many things to the students, and we'll come back. That's a different thing. But there also I have to get the connectivity. I'm having an inner line permit letter, IPL. If they are not ready to give IPL, then I cannot able to go there. But teachers, they are giving. Okay, these are the harmless creatures, generally. So they won't trouble. But other person means they may think that, okay, he may from US spy or Israel spy or Pakistani spy or Chinese spy, something like that. The problem may be. So that's it. Connectivity is the most important. And the main purpose is that the last mile connectivity only the government of India now aiming for. So major way, now the things are happening. And second thing is that how many of you know how to use that applications? One is fear. Suppose tomorrow you are going to apply for a UPSC examination. Will you apply on your own way without consulting anyone? Even though you are having knowledge, the most important thing is the fear consciousness, whether I am doing right or wrong. That is another important thing. But if I am going to the remotest area, how the people know how to use, how to download, how to keep an antivirus, how to connect my bank with, how to pay my money through some various methodology of BIM app or something else. So knowledge is a second important problem as well as a major tool in order to achieve the idea of good governance. And the most important thing is that the data problem. Data problem. I think during COVID, you all are there in your house and you did your coaching classes, school, college, everything in through online mode only. And the main problem in our online mode, some people may have free data, completely free. I think unlimited, sir, not free, unlimited packages. And some people may have a package 1 GB, 2 GB, 3 GB only. So they always, what they will do is, sir, we will switch off our camera, so we won't visible. So please don't ask. But we will always insist that, no, I want to see your faces, whether you are sleeping or listening the class in colleges and schools. So we will force the student to switch on the camera, and students will say that, so my data won't be sufficient. I cannot able to watch. So better teacher need to keep his camera. All the students will put in silent mode without camera. We don't know whether they are watching or their family members are watching and helping the students regarding assignment. So this is the problem, data and information. And the sources also, genuinity of the source. The way the information system came into exist, now everywhere, I think for the past few months or days regarding COVID, so many articles appeared. We don't know whether it is right or wrong. Simply, if you can able to try these things, then immediately COVID won't come to your places. Prime Minister also asked people to do some kind of things like that. On the basis of that time, everybody did it very seriously because they want to show the integrity of the nation. At the day lockdown announced after 10 days or 1 week, that everybody, they climbed up to their houses and above they put a candle and they started beating the drums also. And now if you are seeing like this, when I'm asking you, you can also do now, you will laugh, you won't believe. But some kind of integrity the nation want to show that we all are with you and Prime Minister or the government want to with you and you are also with the government. That is the only idea, not beyond this. Scientifically, it is impossible to beat the corona with the help of beating drums. Everyone knows a kind of symbol. And these kind of information need to be, so PAB also started some kind of services, the fact check, whatever the facts and figures you are learning about something, then you have to put it in PAB and PAB will do the fact check that they will say it is right, you can circulate, it is wrong, you should not. And final thing is that, who will bear this one? If you are a polity student, already you learn polity, you know very well about the idea of capital. And the way how we are having one body inside our country in the name of Finance Commission of India under Article 208. And this Finance Commission will grant aid to states. Okay, one side. And on the basis of this idea, the 42% of the share will go to the states and remaining 58, no, right only, totally 100. 58% with the center and 42 for all the states in India. This is the way the granted aid sharing will be done. But apart from this, there is a special idea in the name of a special grant also will be given by the central government to states. And apart from this, there is some idea of centrally sponsored schemes, CSS. This is a problematic thing. Previously, it was 18, then 22, then 38, and now it is 42% of the revenue the central government is giving to states. Okay. And we are also having a special grant and exceptional grant, additional grant, other unforeseen grant, and aligned with the centrally sponsored grant. So now the problem is that central is saying that almost 50% we are giving to states. Then why I need to give a special grant or additional grant or centrally sponsored grant, centrally sponsored schemes? So better state need to taking care of all the expenditure. This is the way the central government is pressurized. And one thing you need to keep it in your mind, approximately before Narendra Modi, it was 7,000 to 8,000 centrally sponsored schemes happen. Central government will give fund to states. After Modi came, he thought, okay, Finance Commission is giving 42. Then why this much centrally sponsored? There's 7,000 reduced into 27. Out of this 27, 26 centrally sponsored schemes are applying the principle of sunset legislation to maintain good governance. Sunset legislation. Have you ever studied about what is the meaning of sunset legislation in your classes? In India, we are having a tradition. Tuesday and Friday, we won't give money to outside because my Lakshmi from my house will come to you if I'm lending and borrowing on Friday and Tuesday. And after 6 o'clock, when sunset, if someone is asking money, generally in South part, they will say, oh, you come morning, not night. Night, we won't give money. Even for emergency, we won't give. Otherwise, my Lakshmi will move from my house to your house. Some belief. So that is an idea. After sunset, no transaction. In the same manner, once the deadline of the budget get over, this is the date you have to complete the target, constructing a bridge. So target is 1st October 2022, for example. And 1st October, before that, you have to finish the target and finish all the money. And you are saying that no, I can able to complete only 1st January 2023 only, 23 only. Then you can't able to take money from the same project. That is the most important. So within the budget limit, within the budget date, everyone need to complete their project. It's a good idea to strengthen good governance initiatives. Sunset legislation. So in the currently the Modi government brought this sunset legislation to all the centrally sponsored schemes except one. Anyone? Only one scheme, one centrally sponsored scheme is now kept outside the sunset legislation. Remaining all are under sunset legislation. Before Modi, it was 7,000, 8,000. Now it is only 27 projects. Central government is giving fund to schemes directly. No. Only one scheme, that is MGNREGA, MGNREGA. Even though it was brought by Manmohan Singh government, but the current government continued with the same project. And apart from this, they are also putting sunset legislation one applicable to MGNREGA. We have to give on a daily basis 100 rupees. So except these, all other centrally sponsored schemes will come under the category of sunset legislation. Fine. In order to strengthen the idea of good governance inside India, transparency inside our country, openness inside our governance. Fine. Continue. The final part is the capital. So the way how the central government and the state government and the local government, everybody, the way how they are contributing for the benefit of this e-governance project. So there is a proper mechanism on the basis of that. Central government also, state government also, local government also contributing something for the project of e-governance inside our country. Fine. Next one. Write it down. Various models of governance. Various models of governance. So we are discussing about the models of good e-governance. So the most important thing, or the first and foremost important thing, we usually keep in the name of G2C. First model is G2C. That is government to citizens. Government to citizens. We all are citizens of India. Put a hyphen and write government services, G2C, government to citizens. Put a hyphen and write government services which are the government services which are shared to citizens. Government services which are shared to citizens is a G2C. Here citizens visit to the link of services. Visit, VASIT. Visit to the link of services that visit to the links of services that they want to use. Example, online registration of applications. First point, example, online registration of applications. Second, copies of land record. Copy, COPIES. Copies of land record. Third example, online filing of complaints. Online filing of complaints. So this is the way the government services are shared, shared by the citizens. Shared by the citizens. Government services are shared by the citizens. The way how they are using various means of online. On the basis of that, the way how you are applying for jobs, the way how you are complaining through online mode and etc., all will come under the category of government to citizens model. Second model, G to G, G to G, government to government. Very good. Services shared between government. Services shared between governments. Okay. Example, sharing of information. Example, sharing of information between, sharing of information between police department of various states. Police departments of various states. Is there any common board for the entire India in order to taking care of the information about the criminals? National Crime Bureau. Okay. And there was the question was asked by UPSC in this area in preliminary some years before. After a women officer took the charge first time. I think her name is Archana Ramachandran, IPS. She was appointed by the Modi government as a first officer who is going to handle the information regarding National Informatics Bureau. That immediately after within few months, she also transferred to some paramilitary forces, Sastriya Seema Bal, SSB. And there also she became the first officer, women officer, who had the paramilitary forces from independence to till now. Like this, UPS already asked some question about preliminary. But the most important thing, the National Crime Control Bureau is an important body. But necessary thing is that after 2008, in terms of polity, in terms of governance, in terms of paper 3 internal security, law and order, who will maintain? State police completely in the hands of state chief minister, except Delhi. Delhi, who will handle the law and order? Home secretary, home minister, ultimate control over this area. And all other states in India, stateless will be. So this is the case. But after 2008, they realized that, okay, there is some kind of problem. So it's better we need to have a international policing. For that, they also developed something in the name of National Investigation Agency. So the National Investigation Agency will come inside Gujarat and arrest the Chief Minister of Gujarat also. Possibilities are there. But state law and order in the hands of state government. But after NIA, but after 2008 Mumbai incident, nobody wanted to talk about anything. Everybody accepted. Okay, we are accepting. No discussion regarding national integrity or national security. Then another important thing is also National Counter-Terrorism Council, NCTC also. National Counter-Terrorism Council came into exist. National Information Investigation Agency came into exist. And NADGRID, that is another important thing. NADGRID. For collecting information of all the criminals and terrorism related activities, insurgents related activities, culprits and etc. etc. So they kept a new idea, a national grid. So in the grid, they will collect all information. Apart from this National Crime Control Bureau, there is another body is also there in the name of NADGRID for collecting information regarding criminals, terrorists, the most dangerous people list. Okay, these things. Not at asked UPSC, anytime may come when you are going to give 2013, for example, 23 you are going to give. So that time it may be a 15th year celebration. So like this year, last year, previous year, there may be some possibility from this area for next year. Okay. Next one, next example for G to G. Most of the finance and budget work. Example for government to government. Second example, most of the finance and budget work. Finance and budget work. So where it is written inside our constitution regarding budget? Nowhere. Clear. And what regarding budget is there inside our constitution? Annual financial statement under Article 112 of the Indian Constitution. Very good. When was the first time they introduced budget in our country? 2010, they asked on its 150th year celebration of budget. And now you tell the year. 2010, 150th year celebration. 1860, Lord Canning in first time introduced the concept of budget inside our country. 1860 and 1861 Council Act, it got the approval regarding budget. Okay, when was the first time railway budget got separated from general budget? To strengthen the efficiency and economy and effectiveness, the good governance means inside our government. In polity, you meant to study it now. In 1921, not separated, 1921, there was a committee in the name of Arkwright. On the basis of the recommendation of Arkwright Committee recommendation in 1921, they started discussing about separation of railway budget from general budget. And finally, in 1924, the separation of railway budget from general budget came into exist. And until 2016, it was like that. And 2017, the merger of railway budget with the general budget. Okay. That time, Arun Jaitley personally promised on the floor of the parliament, the main purpose of the administrative purpose only, we are merging, not to make privatization in railways. But in 2019, as against the promise of Arun Jaitley and Mr. Nirmala Sitharaman announced first private railway between Delhi to Lucknow. Over, merge the budget schemes. Good. Continue. Third one. G2B, government to business. G2B, government to business. A bond between, B-O-N-D, bond between private sector and government. This keep on increasing and it became necessary for the business community. It became necessary for the business community to communicate with government. Business community to communicate with government. Example, G2B example, collection of taxes. Tax collection, business oriented. Second, rejection and approval of patent. Rejection and approval of patent. Anybody having any patent? Maybe the engineers usually get some final year project very seriously, and they will also, some of my students last year in class, one girl told from Kerala, I think she is having some 27 patent. And she is also having one company at the young age of 21, 22. And got so many awards from the Kerala government and international. During COVID, she usually messaged me regarding this year I got this award, this patent I got it. And after that only, I also got motivated that, okay, this is the right time. We can also do some research work. From students also, teacher can able to get inspiration. Not only from teachers to students also you can get. Okay, good, very good. Patent. When was the first time patent law came into exist? This year, 2023, there may be a possibility. It was in 1853. British Parliament, first time, introduced the patent law, patent act for themselves. On the basis of that, in 1856, British Indian government also started doing something in the name of patent laws. Okay, and after that, in 1948 onwards, on the basis of Iyengar committee. So we have decided to go for the process patent, the product patent. This is the way the process is going. Okay. Keep it. Sometime UPSC also asking this kind of irrelevant information also in your governance area regarding policy making. Okay. There you can able to put these kind of facts and figures on the basis of the Patent Act 1853, 2023. There may be some possibility. Okay. 48 after independence, Iyengar committee. The process patent, product patent. So we usually get patent for product only. This is the final product. This pen is the final product. Okay, so people will get patent that, okay, this is a design, no one should copy. Sony. Okay, they got the patent. Someone, what they will do in Delhi government market, they will put Sony full stop. They will put the same product. Okay, now see editors. Okay, something like that people will do. You can able to see that. Okay, one full stop, one comma with the slide designs. So instead of that, now what the government decided, instead of product patent, you can go for process. Process you can able to change now. The most another very most important thing, the computers and mathematics, arithmetic won't coming under the category of Patent Act. 2 years before in preliminary UPSC asked this question. We generally discuss inside the class, but luckily questions will appear also randomly. Okay, 0 and 1, binary digit, arithmetic, computer, software won't coming under the category of patenting. Okay, good. Come back. Example: collection of taxes and rejection and approval of patent. And third point, not third, fourth one. What is the model number? Fourth, G2E. G2E, government to employees. Government to employees. Put a hyphen and write. This model increases, G2E model increases transparency between government and its employees. Government and its employees. Full stop and continue. Through this, employees can keep, keep a check on. They can also check a check on the function and working of government. The function and working of government. And the government can keep a check on, its employees. Okay. Example: all kind of data submission. Example: attendance, employees information, or anything regarding the government models, the way how employees also filing, our government is also asking, keeping a track over employees, gratuity, fund, other various things, all are coming into the category of this particular area. Okay. Good. So these are the overall idea when I'm talking about the models of good governance. But in terms of UPSC, I'm simply, for the past 2 classes, I'm giving a general idea about good governance or e-governance and etc. But in practicality, questions will come totally in a different manner. Only the application point of view only questions will appear. So they may generally take some example of the recent initiatives taken by the government, on the basis of that E-Shakti program. For example, I'm saying that E-Shakti program. It is regarding this Panchayat Raj institution. So the government want to take Panchayat Raj institution under the control of e-governance. So Modi government initiated something just before COVID that E-Shakti is going to connect all the Panchayat Raj institution inside our country, because they told that the Panchayat Raj is a basic pillar of the Indian unit. So it should be properly connected like this manner. So they may ask a direct scheme regarding. Otherwise, application point of view, in what way in India we are using e-governance? Only governance activity. In private also they are doing so many things, but there is always a gap between the government functioning and private function. The simple idea, the government is functioning on the basis of top-down approach. Top-down approach. A secretary of the department, he won't talk to the lower level. So what he usually do, he will tell to additional secretary. Additional secretary will tell to the under secretary. Under secretary will go to the director. They will inform. The director will inform to the superintendent of the department. Superintendent will inform to the high bench clerk. So this is the way. The clerk will inform to the lowest people. And if they want to return something, no, sir, this may be a problem. Then clerk will do superintendent will tell to director, under secretary, additional secretary, secretary. In the meantime, the secretary will retire or he will be transferred to other department, and they will take, okay, let the new secretary comes and let them take the decision. A new secretary, okay, it is unnecessary matter, leave here, forget. But in private management, the main problem is that it is not top-down approach. They will say it is a grapevine approach. Grapevine approach. So on the basis of this grapevine approach, it is not necessary. The CEO want to do something. So the CEO will directly inform to the branch manager. And branch manager will inform all the branch people below. They won't follow. CEO will inform to CFO or CTO, technical officer. Technical officer will go to the regional manager. Regional manager will go to the branch, state branch manager. State to branch manager to the local level. It will take time in private management. That is the main problem, private administration and government administration in comparison we are having. So government is keep on making, okay, you take all the things except atomic. Atomic also very soon Reliance are planning to come. That is a different thing. Like a European country, now we are keeping private sectors more, because the main idea is that the private sector, it won't go from top-down approach. It will always go for grapevine. There is no formal organization, zigzag. They will bypass 3-4 layer and come to the bottom of the society. Easily, decision will be done. No time delay. And another important thing in government, it may be a good governance or e-governance. Every process of government need to be get the approval from Parliament of India. Ratification of the Parliament, only you can able to do any activity. And getting ratification in Parliament is not an easy job. Winter session, government want to put this file. In the meantime, they will say, no, you told something about Rahulji, so we never allowed Parliament to function. They will stall the Parliament. So the file will be there. And next session, it will be transformed. And next session, something regarding, okay, now we are going to mourn the death of Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav, other various people. They will say something like that. So tomorrow we will start the business. And tomorrow they will say, in Bharat Jado Yatra, why you are not focusing in Indian media? Only Modi, everywhere the cameras are keep on going. But nobody is watching Rahul Gandhi's Yatra. So we won't allow the Parliament to function. Problem. But in private sector, it is not like that. The CEO know how to do the things. Ambani and Adani or Tata knows how to do the things. So this is a major problem. Even though the government can able to compete with the private sector, even they are doing better in private sector in some areas. But still, you know very well, the bureaucratic as well as armchair policy. The armchair policy is the most important thing. I think in 2010 and 11 in good governance area, UPSC asked a direct question. The Minister of Environment and Forest clearly made a statement. The Planning Commission of India is a main planning body, and it wants to maintain good governance inside our country. But the problem inside Planning Commission of India, you just go to Planning Commission office or Niti Aayog office, they usually have a wooden teak wood. big chair, table, and armchair, and they will keep a big pad and a writing pad over that. The British made a red tab. Files will be properly tapped. Okay, and with the help of armchair, there may be a second generation and third generation IAS officer or some other officers written from World Bank and IMF and Occupy Planning Commission and Niti Aayog boards. Okay, they don't know anything about India. They don't know how the wheat. Okay, wheat, you have to climb over the tree and you have to pluck it from there and like this. And I know, when I was there in board last year before COVID, we interviewed one girl, and that girl told she directly came from USA for attending interview. And it's a mock board only. So very jovially, she told that, okay, I want to learn about my village, sir. So I'm going to UP. After the interview, I'm going to UP and I want to learn about my UP culture. We said, oh, you have never learned the things. We usually Delhi, from Delhi to USA, then return to India, then again USA for higher studies, then return to India for getting father also bureaucrat. The daughter also want to be bureaucrat. So without knowing India, these people will become IAS and these people will become so and so, and make policy for Indian villages inside Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, so and so. They are simply sitting on AC room with the armchair policy and making without knowing the practical difficulties. So ministers scolded people that my administration, my below bureaucrat don't know anything about administration. They are governing the people in terms of armchair policy. Then immediately UPSC asks the question, armchair policy of the so critically examined in terms of good governance initiatives. So like this manner, now and then, even Mr. Rahul Gandhi criticized the government. Your government is running on the basis of ordinance Raj. In polity, you might be studied in ordinance. Yes or no? Where we borrowed the idea of ordinance? German, A, B, C, D. You can give some option now. Loudly. Let all can able to hear clearly. Na? German, Weimar Constitution of West Germany. That is emergency provision. Emergency provision. Where we borrowed the idea of ordinance making power of the president. 1, 2, 3 of the Indian Constitution. We borrowed it from Council of India Act 1861, not from other countries. The ordinance making power, portfolio allocation of Prime Minister, budget, all those things came into existence with the help of 1861 Council of India, not from other various countries. Still we are here. And Rahul Gandhi criticized the government. You are running your entire government in ordinance, not through laws. And same year UPSC asked a question that what is the pros and cons of President of India's ordinance making power? And people started asking, Amit Shah made a statement that we are going to have a simultaneous election for the entire country for better governance. Then immediately the same year, first question is regarding simultaneous election merits and demerits. And 2016 around that time, the parliament made a committee and committee gave its report regarding clean government inside, governance inside. Okay, clean governance. Simply they made a Veerappa Moily committee recommendation. And immediately in governance area, 2017, UPSC asked a question. They won't teach inside the class. These are all media-based questions. You can check with the previous year question paper. A serious fraud investigation office. I'm talking about good governance. I'm teaching about e-governance. But the main problem is that something regarding corruption happened, then who is going to take care of? Now it is not government-related corruptions. The stock market is also there. Capital market. Okay, if something is going wrong, like some years before, some month before during COVID, one person her name is very popular. She's a chairman of National Stock Exchange, NSE. And she usually receive from recommendations and idea from a Himalayan rishi. Will send mail to her that I am a yogi of Himalaya. So please accept my advice. Implement inside Indian stock exchanges. It's really a blunder made by no inquiry, nothing like that. This is where the democracy 2.0 is happening. That buying people far away from people, off the people permanently. Okay. And the same idea, the lady, the chief of the NSE is saying that a Himalayan yogi gave the advices and I am In the same way, Ramalinga Raju in 2009, he manipulated his entire wealth. On the basis of that, he said, I am having 10,000 crore wealth. My company worth is like this. He manipulated stock exchange. And finally, they identified and they expected some action from SEBI. SEBI is a body since 1988 onwards we are having. But in internet, they removed the 1988 data. Now they are saying since 1991, SEBI is functioning. And this body is going to handle all the corruption related in private sector, especially the capital market. And they said, okay, nothing is going to happen. After formation of SEBI, Harshad Mehta scam. And so many movies also appeared. Another person, I forget his name. Some person like this manner. And they told SEBI is there, nothing won't happen. You promise, now things are happening. Then who is going to manage? So in 2003, government said SEBI is overburdening. So we are going to handle a separate body for this corporate sector, a serious fraud investigation office. 2003 came into exist in order to handle the good governance initiatives, proper competition among capital market and all the things came. And 2009, Satyam scam. Then again, people ask, you told after SEBI nothing won't happen. Harshad Mehta came. After a serious fraud investigation, nothing won't happen. Now Ramalingam Raju came. Then what you are going to do? Then they appointed a committee under Veerappa Moily, India's first corporate affair minister. Veerappa Moily committee, also otherwise called in various ways, you will learn in your ethics class, second ARC. But this is totally different. Veerappa Moily, corporate affairs governance related, they appointed a committee by parliament and he gave the report in 2016. Serious fraud investigation offices are functioning, but they don't have any act to support a legal status to this body. Namesake, the body is there. What kind of legal status? Election Commission, there is an article 324. State Finance Commission 280. Attorney General, we are having. Comptroller General, we are having. Then what about Serious Fraud Investigation Office? Where it is mentioned in our constitution? If not, any law parliament made? No. Then how they will, like CBI? No law till now. Some years ago, Guwahati High Court announced CBI is null and void. Then every culprit, including so many people from Bihar and Tamil Nadu, 2G scam people said, no, we won't answer to CBI no more. Problem came. Supreme Court intervened. They stopped the verdict of Guwahati High Court that asked the government to make some law to finish this matter. So this is the problem in India when I'm discussing about the e-governance or good governance, or next topic, corporate governance, in order to provide good governance mechanism. Initiatives may be taken by the government, but it is not in a strongest manner, not with a legal backup. So these kind of bodies and these kind of things already appeared in UPSC governance area. Normally, nobody will teach inside the classes. It is completely on the basis of newspaper reading. So whatever that's why someone asked the resource book. I told you read newspaper, class notes, and Yojana you can add side by side. Beti Bacho, Padao, or some other schemes Modi ji will announce them before 2024 election. So it will appear in 2023 preliminary mains, etc., etc. So you should be very, very careful. Okay. Good. Continue. The next one, the application of e-governance. Application of e-governance inside our government. While discussing about this application, I don't want to go in a very random manner. I will go urban area and rural area. So question may come. Already one time it came. Okay. So I'm discussing application of e-governance in urban area. Application of e-governance in urban area. First point, transportation. Transport. What is a major mode of transport for you people at present? Metro. It's a very great. Bus also. Okay, very good. Bus, some people may use bus, some people may use auto rickshaw also. By walk also you can come. The most important thing is that normally in Delhi, if you want to maintain your timing, you can go by metros. That really better things. Okay, urban transportation. So while going, you while using these kind of things, is there any connectivity you are connected with the metros? How you are using internet to check it? Suppose your girlfriend is going, for example, I'm saying that, and you want to check her movement, and she entered into the GTP Nagar and one particular things, and she need to, because Delhi is not safe. Suppose your sister, you can take it. So we will always watch now. Okay, she entered into this metro station, so she need to come out of this metro station. When I'm googling that number, and I can able to track that. Okay, this metro need to pass these things, and due to technical snatch, and it may get delayed for 8 minutes and etc. etc. And once she come down, you have to rush, because girl safety is not good in Delhi. Always pepper spray, other things won't work sometimes. So better what we need to do as a brother or a husband or so and so, we usually go and pick them and drop them in houses. He's smiling. Maybe you have to drop your girlfriend also or boyfriend also in a house or sometimes. Boys also not safe in Delhi. Out of 10 people also sodomized by, that is a news appeared in newspaper that their boys also not safe, but they are not registering complaint. FIR is not. That is a problem. Okay, in urban areas, no one is safe. Even we may say that dress code is a major reason, but even at the age of 2 years, 3 years, people are children also get raped. So totally a different thing. Okay, anyhow, but technology can able to save. So in urban area, this is the most important thing. First point, you can write it down. Transportation. The timetable of mass transport machines. The timetable of mass transport machines like bus or metro or whatever the thing, train or something like that. Mass transport machine, engine or something like that you can keep. MESCHINE, machine. Comma. Booking facility. Etc. Example, CFST, citizens friendly, CFST, citizens friendly services of transport, citizens friendly services of transport by AP government, by AP, Andhra Pradesh government. AP you can write. In mains also you can write AP, ARP, Arunachal Pradesh, like this. And Vahan Sarathi by Tamil Nadu government, developed by Tamil Nadu government, and etc. A lot of state government also develop a lot of things. The main idea is that through these things you can able to track the vehicles, you can able to check the vehicle, you can able to book the vehicle, you can able to get all the things through online mode for the safety of women. I think after this 2008 Nirbhaya case, even Nirbhaya gun also introduced by the government of India, the 250 gram to 500 gram. But how people will buy at the rate of 1 lakh? How a student can able to buy a gun at the rate of 1 lakh? In order to maintain women's safety. So now I think in Amazon also the licenseless air pistols also available for 5,000 to 6,000. Now this is a new induction after during the time of COVID and all. You can apply, you can get, and no need of license for women's safety, for male safety. Knife. Knife, as per the Parliament as well as the Constitution of India, only Sikh community can able to carry anywhere, and other people need to get the license to carry the knife. But air pistols, you can carry anywhere. Its resemblance are very similar like gun only. So thief or other person may get afraid, and you can also wound the people also with the help of pistol. 5,000, 6,000 only. It's a pocket money for a girl, so you can manage as with the help of air pistols. More effective. I have never used it. So, okay. Either way. Good. Good, very good. B, second point. Online payment of bills and taxes. Urban area, second point. After transportation, online payment of bills and taxes. Okay, now everything. Once upon a time, it is a nightmare for us to go to the EB office, especially EB office. Most of the time, our elders, seniors, my brother or my father will say that the last date. Today is the last date. I'm the youngest one, so I need to go to the EB office and stand in the queue. And you know very well about all the queues inside our country. Wherever you are going, population will be huge. Okay, so this is the most important thing. But India is the country first in this world in 1951 itself introduced a family planning system. Until we are not able to control, that is a different thing. But anyway, past a few decades, the population things are in a control as per the norms of the census of India, 2.1%. The things are going well. And when I'm seeing the 2001 to 2011 census, the entire India is having a decadal population growth rate, less compared with the previous decade. But only 2 states in India is having increasing population growth rate. A, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. Entire India from 2001 to 2011, declining nature of decadal population growth rate. Only 2 states having increasing population growth rate. One state is 15%, it got increased, and another state is 14.65% got increased. Chhattisgarh and Tamil Nadu are the only 2 states in India, when I'm comparing 2001 census to the 2011 census, got increasing decadal population growth rate, when the entire India and its population got reduced. Okay, one side. And now there is no census data because 21 day should, but due to COVID and all, the process get delayed. Other side. And these things, our GK teacher will teach, no worries, come back. Example, the online payment of bills and taxes, no need to explain much, the way how you are paying taxes and all, bill, Paytm and all now. Example, first one, friends, an initiative done by Kerala government. Friends, it was the first initiative done by the Kerala government for online payment of EB, electricity board, comma, water bills, EB, electricity board, water bills, revenue taxes, lot of things in one platform, revenue taxes, licenses, university fees. University students need to pay, they have to pay their fees in the colleges and universities. Okay, etc. You can put whatever the number it may be. Second example, e-Seva. Sometimes they may give one side various e-governance project and another side the field, or the state introduced those kind of schemes. Okay, possibilities are there. e-Seva by Andhra Pradesh government. For trade license, comma, trade license, comma, transaction of the transaction on government matters. Government matter, MATTERS, all matters regarding government. Transaction on government matters. Third, after online payment of bills and taxes, the third model is that information and public relation. Next heading, first one is transportation. Second heading is online payment of bill. Third heading is information and public information. Sorry, information and public relation, not information. Information and public relation. Third point. Okay. Example, if you want to get any information, how the way you are getting, now you are having a very strong method, say RTA. RTA. Okay. Other than that, what are the other methods we are having? Like Lok Mitra. Lok Mitra of Himachal Pradesh. HP. So it's regarding vacancies, like government jobs. You have to find vacancies. Now, is there any vacancy or not? And comma, tenders, TENDERs. Vacancies, tender, market rate. What is the rate of today's mango price, banana price, so and so, agricultural products. Okay, etc. And fourth one, after information and public relations, fourth one, municipal services. Municipal services. Example, TRIS. TRIS. Tripura Registration Information System. Tripura Registration Information System. Tripura Registration Information System. For biometric information, comma, request for, you have to request, REQUEST, request for duplicates of certificates. Request for duplicate. Suppose you lost your certificate, means how you will get from university? You have to give the requisition letter to the university board, and board will issue a duplicate certificate of your original things, so you can able to continue with the original duplicate things. Okay, comma, service for visit. Service for visit. You are visiting Tripura. You have to pay some fees. On the basis of that, you will get some kind of permission from the Tripura government that, okay, you Indians can able to enter, and you should not spoil the culture of the local people. That's the other important thing. Because at the time of 1940s, when the idea of unification of the entire India came into existence, and they made a committee under Mr. Vallabhbhai Patel, Integration Commission. On the basis of that, the way how the instrument of accession, not only with the Jammu Kashmir government, in the modern time, we are only saying that Jammu Kashmir government and India sign instrument of accession with every princely states, and with every person who want to annex with India, associate with India, and Mr. Patel signed that instrument of accession, IOA. All are same document. No difference between Jammu Kashmir IOA and Rajasthan IOA, whatever it means. All are same. So based on that, the unification of states came into, and approximately 560 princely states joined together. The last one is Junagadh, Hyderabad, Jammu Kashmir. These are the three last one. While discussing about these kind of things, the most important part, the way how the unification came into exist. Actually, anyone want to ask anything? Good. So the way how Mr. Patel also do some kind of initiation, on the basis of that, you know very well that the Operation Polo has done by the Indian government to annex Hyderabad, and other various operations also done by the Indian government to annex Jammu Kashmir, Junagadh, and all, on the basis of finally the things came into existence. But some state from northeastern community, they want to preserve their cultural identity. They are ready to accept the article 1, 2, 3, 4. No worries. but they want to preserve their cultural identity. So for that, the government of India said that to preserve the local people identity in Andaman Nicobar or Northeastern community, Indians cannot go directly without permission. You can't enter into those area. For that only, they have introduced an idea of inner line permit letter, IPL. You need to get it from the government of India. Then only you can able to travel in those areas. Okay, all the association happened. Some people join as a union territory. Later, we gave them as a statehood. Like this manner, there was a state in 1948 from Northeastern community who joined with as an associative state. And there was a one and only associative state of India. Since you already completed polity, that's why I'm asking. Otherwise, I won't trouble you. People who not yet completed polity, don't worry, leave it. The people who already completed polity, the first topic, citizens, article 1 to 4, I'm talking about. Only
is
one
it Sikkim?
Excellent, very good. Sikkim was only one associated state of India until 1974. After 1974, Sikkim became the full-fledged state. The last dynasty, the Chogyal dynasty, 1948, they handed over their right to Indian government. They associate with India. So India made them as an associated state. And from 2001 to 2010, if you are seeing the entire arrangement inside Sikkim, not even single FIR filed inside Sikkim. So if you are an IPS officer in Sikkim, no collection. Very peace-loving state. Okay, so people not preferring to go to Sikkim, no job for IAS, IPS, very peace-loving Buddhist state. So things are normal only. But people really want to enjoy their life as a civil servant, can able to go there. Different things. Good, come back. Next point, road and traffic management. Road and traffic management. These are all the things I am discussing in a very static manner. So from today onwards, till next day, your mains examination, suppose 25, you are going to 24, 23. What are the e-governance initiatives recently introduced by the government of India? You take those initiatives and put as an example. Okay, good. Roads and traffic management. Next point. Here, it's mainly related to the way how the toll taxes are happening inside our country. And now even the fast track things came into exist. So you don't need to stop. You have to stop your vehicle. No need to wait for the changes and all. So automatically, I think the fast track can able to get the things done one side. And other than that, we are having some more problems in the modern era. Because when vehicle movements are very strong inside, on the basis of that, the illegal activities also keep on going. So CCTV, the government of India want to install everywhere, or at least in important places, not over the entire country. Otherwise, you have to keep one camera over entire India. Easily you can able to. In future, there may be a possibility. Like Google also tried to do something in the name of some balloon project that also asked by UPSC in 2017-18 preliminary itself in current affairs. One side you keep it. Now the problem is that a lot of side effect also in the name of connectivity and network things are happening. So what the government of India really want to do, they want to check everything within the permissible limit. For that, for example, when you are looking into this kind of idea of road and traffic management. Now the main thing is that until 2019, the agenda of the government to develop national highway in a scientific manner under Mr. Nitin Gadkari, road minister. But after NDA 3 came into exist in 2019 onwards, now the projection of the government also changed in another way. Instead of developing road connectivity, now they want to go for waterways, national waterways, national water highways. Already we are having some 5 to 6 national water highways. Other than that, the government of India wants to strengthen more than 101 new national water highways. On the basis of that, every port inside our country, starting from Gujarat to West Bengal, the way how the government also doing something in the name of Sagarmala project, as another initiative done by Modi government, aligned with the inland water connectivity. Already through Sagarmala, we can able to develop the port. through inland waterway connectivity, we can able to connect every water highways with the port. So from Calcutta, you can able to connect via water highways to Ganga. From Ganges, you can able to travel through the entire Ganges flowing states in India, connecting with those areas to till Calcutta. Brahmaputra, and via this inland water highways, you can connect northeastern states. And the most important thing, in waterways, the taxes are very less. No toll tax you can able to keep in the middle of Ganga. So it will difficult process. So the entry point and exit point, only one fees they will collect. So comparatively, in the name of toll taxes and other entry export taxes, water highways is the most peaceful thing. So the government of India is trying out their level best from 2020 to 2024 before election. They want to strengthen the mechanism. A lot of initiatives also going to for strengthening these mechanisms. Very recently, some initiatives in the name of blue bond also came into existence. Bond. This year also UPSC asked this question. Bond related questions frequently appearing in economy area. Previously, masala bond, preliminary. Then what is green masala bond? What is elephant bond? What is electoral bond? Now this year's capital for bond and inflation based bond 2025th year celebration. UPSC asked this question. So anytime it may become to strengthen this national water highway. Recently, the ministry also introduced the blue bond. On the basis of that, water connectivity will be properly enforced for connecting this road and transport management beyond the road into water highways. Okay. This road and traffic management example, RSPCB, Rajasthan State Pollution Control Board. Rajasthan State Pollution Control Board. Next example, I hyphen geo approach, geo, not that geo, JIO, not geo, GEO, geo approach, internet, geo approach, internet, geometrics. Geometrics. Put a hyphen and write. Development of geometrics based web enabled WEB, web, internet, web enabled decision support system. Decision support system for rural road network of Madhya Pradesh, MP. Next, rural. So far we discussed urban initiatives, then rural initiatives. Now the question is that before going to rural, I just want to ask some, because if I keep on going governance area, you will also feel little sleepy. Okay, tired also. So just we will interact few minutes and we will continue. Census, I just now told that the decadal growth rate has keep on going and I'm comparing all. 2021 census not yet come. So 2023 maximum it will be available. So there may be some possibility in question census based question in 2023 examination. Otherwise, old question paper from there they will ask. When was the first time they introduced the census? 1861. Okay, A, 1861. 1851. B. I said right or wrong. Just keeping some options. Okay. 1851, 1861.
Say 1861.
A very good. 1861 again. B only. CD. Someone say some year na number only. What is there in that? Right or wrong? No worries. No one. 1900. Okay. 1919 first election happened in our country. Okay, very good. 3. 1900 around. I can say 20th century easily. From 1900 to 2000 it will come easily. It was in 1872 under Lord Mayo, the first non-scientific census came into existence inside our country. And the scientific synchronized census for the entire India under Lord Ripon came into existence around 1881. This is the way in polity you might be studied when you are studying about Panchayat Raj institution. 1881, Lord Ripon, the father of Indian local self-government. So in order to manage the local self-government, first time a scientific synchronized census for the entire India came into existence in 1881. But before that, Mayo period, or something like 1872, the first non-scientific census came into existence. From 1881 to till 1931, all our census, British government census, British India census, based on socio-economic caste-based census. In the year 1931, British decided very soon we will give independence to this country. So politicians may misuse this caste-based census inside our country. So they had stopped taking census on the basis of caste. From 31 last time over. Then after that 41, 51, 61, 71, 81, 2001, no caste-based census after India's independence. It was in 2011 only the first caste-based census came into exist inside our country after India's independence to strengthen the socio-economic caste-based census for giving reservation for economically weaker section of the society. For that purpose, when first caste-based census happened, on the basis of this data, the economically weaker section reservation also came into existence. This is the way the things happen inside our country regarding census. And you know very well, the person who usually come and collect the data. Anybody came to your house so far? So how you will call them? A break you want? Okay. You can go for 5 minutes and come back. No worries.
Sir, you are not audible.
Now, can you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Next one, rural. In the first point, agriculture. Agriculture-based e-governance initiatives. Agricultural-based e-governance initiatives. The first one, Gyan Doot. Agriculture-based e-governance initiative. The entire thing I'm discussing under rural e-governance initiative under urban. So far we discussed. Now I am going to discuss about rural-based initiatives. In the yeah. Example, you can keep it example. Sorry. Example. Okay. Gyan Doot by Madhya Pradesh government, MP. By Madhya Pradesh government. It is an internet-based. Gyan Doot is an internet-based G2C initiative. You know, now the model, government to citizens. G2C initiative, service delivery mechanism. Service delivery mechanism. And second example, this one. AgmarkNet. AgMarkNet. Agmark, you know, no? No. Like when you are buying something, you have to find the seal. At least boys, I don't know whether. So for regarding agriculture related things, we have to see. ISI, you will check, na? Whenever you are buying any product, the mark is there or not. The same way for agricultural things, you have to check Agmark based things. Okay, good. Put a hyphen and write. By Department of Marketing and Inspection. DMI. Department of, this initiative is done by Department of Marketing and Inspection, comma, Ministry of Assam. Ministry of Assam. Marketing and inspection, DMI, within bracket, DMI, comma, Government of Ministry of Assam. Okay. So related to Assam, you know very well the way how Assam also contributed for the benefit of India's independence. Any idea, you know, how what kind of contribution the Northeast community gave for India's independence? Very general way I'm asking, not related to governance, but to enhance your knowledge regarding UPSC. Any contribution the Northeastern community gave to India's independence? Huh? Loudly, don't okay, speak loud.
Sir, tribal revolts.
Tribal revolt, like various revolt, you have done it in the name of even Sannyasi rebellion, Tabaka rebellion, and other various rebellion. Indigo revolt also happened inside our country. Rani Kautilya, a very popular one, around 13 years of age, she went inside a jail, and after 30 she came out, and Nehru also went there and invited her at the prison release moment. Something like that happened. Very good. Okay, anything else you know about Northeastern states for their contribution? And one question for every now and then in paper 3 you will find related to the insurgency related issues inside Northeastern states. Every year or at least once in 2 years, one questions will be there in your internal security area. And there may be a possibility like in India, we are having the Ministry of Panchayat Raj and Northeastern states development. And after 2000, the state like Sikkim, previously it was not considered the 7 Northeastern states. Sikkim always, associated state always out of Northeastern states. And after 2000, Sikkim also joined in this Northeastern Council. The 5th schedule and 6th schedule, you might be aware of these things in polity classes. So now 8 seats, 7 plus 1 sisterly states, and 8th Sikkim also joined into this. And the way how the concept regarding biodiversity and climate change and global warming is a modern idea. And last class only we discussed even the good governance initiative done by Bhutan King in 1971 itself as a part of Human Happiness Index. Yes, you might be. Last class we discussed. So in the same way, around 1904, by Lord Canning, was then Governor General of India, Viceroy of India, not Lord Canning. Curzon was the one who divided India into 2 categories, the East and Bangladesh, Pakistan, and sorry, division of Bengal, West Bengal and East Bengal. Okay, 1904, just 1 year before that. He initiated something in the name of Kaziranga Protected Area. That was the first protected area for the entire India, initiated inside Northeastern states for preserving their biodiversity around 1904. By Madam Willie Curzon was the one who initiated that one. And apart from this, 1 year later, Lord Curzon also had to strengthen administration inside our country. So he created a lot of new departments. Departmentalization can able to bring good governance inside our country. So he brought department, criminal investigation department, archaeological department are the example Lord Curzon initiated inside. And to strengthen administrative purpose, big states very difficult to govern. So we have to divide them into small. Like Bengal is the entire population and size is almost similar to European countries, but one Bengal. So he divided Bengal into 2 ways, Eastern Bengal and Western Bengal, West and East Bengal, for administrative purpose only as per the notes of government of British India. And in the same way, Nehru also did after India's independence. He converted all the departments into ministry for better performance. And in order to making dam, dam, Damodar, Narmada, etc., etc. And while doing so, Nehru made a popular statement that dams are the modern temple. Till that only generally in classes they will teach. They are modern temple. While making those temple, you should not alter and disturb the biodiversity of the particular region. He wrote it in his book, Discovery of India, very clearly. And for the administrative purpose only, he divided Madras province into Andhra and Madras. The same way what Lord Curzon did in 1904 and 1905, Nehru did it after 1948. So both people are considered as the makers of modern India. This is the way in newspaper one article came. On the basis of that, UPSC some years before in paper 1 area, history area, they asked this question, comparing and making Nehru and Curzon as the makers of modern India. But Curzon is not a hero inside our country. He is a villain, anti-partition movement. Partition happened. So no one will accept this idea. On the basis of these 3 points, you have to elaborate and write a question like this in history or governance or ethics or somewhere it comes, newspaper based analysis, not in classes. And even after some time also they ask a question, Panipat, first battle of Panipat, second battle of Panipat, and third battle of Panipat. Always why Panipat? Near Gurgaon or Noida. These are the modern area, but some villages were there at that time. Why war never happened this area? So in Quora, people discussing these kind of questions. And from there, UPSC took that question and put it inside UPSC that why battles are happening in Panipat rather than Ranipat or other Chonapat or something like that. Example, I'm saying that. Okay. Like this manner, you have to observe certain things in and around. Science is in and around. Societal activities in and around. Governance initiative in and around the India definitely will fetch some kind of question at the time of your mains examination. The moment you are talking about northeastern states, Assam right now saying that in terms of various initiatives, Manipur are the best thing. There may be a possibility, suppose someone is going to write 2024 examination. There may be a possibility inside Manipur, the world only floating national park is existing inside Manipur. Cable Lamjung. So only floating national park. And the water, above that Pumdis are there. So over the Pumdi, you can able to see the green vegetation. On the basis of that, whenever people are seeing from outside, the national park itself is floating, and where there some local deer is existing. These are all called as Sangi locally by Manipur people. So when it is dumping from one Pumdi to another Pumdi, it is a volatile water. It's always floating. So you can't able to stand very strongly, firmly. So deer will also shake here and there. So from outside the park, you are seeing that the deer is dancing. So locally they will call dancing deer. Also existing in and around Cable Lamjung National Park, Pumdis. And the Loktak Lake is the one which is providing water to those Cable Lamjung National Park. And Loktak is a lake is also getting a river from river Magna, which is a head stream of Magna, Ganga, Brahmaputra, Magna.
Brahmaputra.
Yes, Brahmaputra. Yes, very good. Brahmaputra, Magna is a head stream. All those things. Like this manner, if you can able to see the newspaper will say something about, okay, Manipur game, national game is going to happen or something like that. But inside Manipur, around 1865 itself, the first modern initiative of polo came into existence inside Manipur. Loktak region, they usually play polo game. And Britishers saw this one and they brought around 1865 to West Bengal gloves. From there, it went to United Kingdom. From there, it went to throughout the world. And people will say that, no, we are the modern originator of polo game. But you are not British, only Indians. From Manipur, the polo game originated into various places. Even we can have a lot of examples. Mr. Gutbuddin Aibak, while playing Chauhan, the horse polo, and playing only, he fall down and died. And we expected on the 150th celebration regarding Operation Polo or polo game, UPSC simply asked one question in medieval India. Which of the following king while playing polo died? All are interconnected. This is a way you have to approach your newspaper in and around the things related. Good, come back. Agriculture, Gyandut, MP, G2C, Service Delivery Initiative, and AGMA net by the Department of Marketing and Inspection Ministry or Government of Assam. And third one, Seed Net. Seed Net. It is a seed, put a hyphen and write, it is a seed informatics network. A seed, S-E-E-D, seed informatics network under Ministry of Agriculture, Chhattisgarh government. Chhattisgarh government. Okay. Now the government is giving more importance to the seed and other related information regarding agriculture. So nowadays in UPSC, in your paper 3 area, along with the economy, some 2 questions at least. This year also mains 2022, 2 questions appeared. And preliminary minimum to maximum 4 questions in your preliminary, like art and culture, like medieval India. Separate topics from agriculture, separate questions from agriculture also appearing nowadays. So this is the way you have to give importance to agriculture as a subject, like polity 5 to 17, like medieval India 0 to 0 question maximum. Sometime 1 or 2 questions will come. Okay, and ancient India 0 to 3 questions maximum. Agriculture 0 to 4 questions maximum. Okay, and now the way how the government of India is giving importance to agriculture on the basis of Green Revolution 2.0. You know very well about the Green Revolution 1.0 done by Indira Gandhi. And under Indira Gandhi asked Mr. M.S. Swaminathan to do some kind of activities and revolution inside our country. And M.S. Swaminathan went to Mexico. There he met Norman Borlaug, the father of Green Revolution for the entire world. And Norman Borlaug was brought to India by M.S. Swaminathan, the great Indian agricultural scientist. And while he came to India, Mr. Norman Borlaug, who brought the NO10, Norland 10, a small, a dwarf, a drought-resistant wheat variety. A drought-resistant wheat variety, NO10, Norland 10. And this wheat variety only came to India, and during agricultural 1.0, they put it inside northern belt of India, northwestern belt of India, and Green Revolution became the very strong and prominent. I'm not able to see these messages. If you anybody want to ask anything, you can speak. That will be a better thing. Good. So Norman Borlaug only brought this wheat, dwarf resistant wheat variety, and agricultural 1.0 became the grand success. Now the farmers of Punjab and Haryana, at least as per I never seen, but people are saying that they are going BMW and Benz to their farm. They become very rich, and India become self-sufficient in terms of agricultural productivity. And we are keeping a lot of things inside our storehouses. And around 2010 to 2013, there was a huge problem inside Odisha coastal region. Then a lot of people started, on the basis of starvation, started eating the mango seed powders, tribal community, primitively developed tribal community, and the children are dying during the time. So Supreme Court intervened that matter. They asked, when small rat while entering into your food houses and while coming out, it became cat. The cats are while entering into and it become tigers. The rats become cat become tiger. On the other side, children are dying because of starvation and hunger and malnutrition. Why not? Then Government of India appointed a committee, Shanta Kumar Committee. And the Shanta Kumar Committee made a recommendation to the government that the Food Corporation of India, FCI, is a real culprit. You have to eliminate, like Planning Commission. But instead of eliminating Food Corporation, because government people are getting good money from FCA, they won't eliminate, not like Planning Commission. So what the government did, they made an arrangement on the basis of that. In 2013, National Food Security Act 2013 came into exist. FSC, Food Security Act came into exist under Dr. Manmohan Singh government. And in 2018, 2 question preliminary 2018, you can able to see that from National Food Security Act, Food Security Authority of India Limited. From there, 2 questions appeared in 2018 on the 5th year successful celebration of Food Security Act 2013. Fine. This is the way the agriculture related activities are happening. At present, agricultural revolution, Green Revolution 2.0 is happening. Instead of focusing wheat variety, the government is aiming for cotton, the government is aiming for sugarcane and other various things. Not only the northern western frontier, the northeast and the eastern part of India aligned with the southern part of India. Not only within India, Indian government is doing green revolution, inside African countries also for secure food for the future India. Now Indians are going and buying huge land, 3,000, 5,000 hectares from Punjab and Haryana to do green revolution inside and bringing those food inside, and they will keep inside food security places, Food Corporation of India, and future generation, anything may happen, they will use. Like this, Green Revolution 2.0 is happening at present under Narendra Modi since COVID time onwards. Good, coming back. Second point after rural agriculture is the first one. Second in rural area, local information related e-governance. Local information, put a hyphen, such as SUCHAS, such as seed, SEEDS, seeds, fertilizer, 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 and labor related to agriculture, etc. Example one, first one, example. Jan Sambat. Put a hyphen and write. A service to local man. It is a service to local man. It is a service to local man in his locality. It is a service given to the local man in his locality to meet his basic need, by Chhattisgarh government. What speciality about Chhattisgarh? Chhattisgarh is the only dash producing state in our country. In geography, they will teach you. The dash you have to fill it. Fill up the blanks. Chhattisgarh is the only dash producing state in our country. Anyone in this class? Online, offline? Option like KGF. After KGF, gold, A, gold, B, silver, C, tin, 4, D, aluminium.
The tin.
What? Please repeat.
Tin.
Very good, excellent. It's the only tin producing country in this world. Other than Chhattisgarh, you won't find tin. Maybe some limited, but not producing. Okay, for that you are going to Argentina only from 1970s onwards. Other than the Chhattisgarh is the only tin producing state in our country. As per India Yearbook, I am speaking. Okay, good. Come back. Second one, Prajavani. Second example. Prajavani. Put a hyphen and write by AP government, Andhra Pradesh government. A web-based www. A web-based online monitoring. A web-based online monitoring of public grievances. Grievances, GRIEVENCE. Grievances. You may have some grievances inside the class. Maybe sometimes you won't understand my language. That's a major problem. You won't understand my pronunciation from the southern part and northern part. Even when I'm going for northeastern state for taking classes, I feel very difficult to understand. I always widen my ear that okay, what she want to say something like that. The same way, whenever I'm saying something, the northeastern people are also northern, also the Jammu Kashmir people also widen their ears that okay, what this fellow is speaking, something like that. So it's a kind of entertainment only for both of us, because we need to add masala inside the class to entertain the people for 3 hours at a stretch, sometimes 7 hours at a stretch for Kashmir and northeastern states. Only weekend we usually available. So 7 hours, they're very patient. Otherwise, the internet, you won't give internet to them. So they will cut the internet. So 7 hours at us, whenever the possibilities, we usually take classes. Morning 7 hours and afternoon 7 hours. This like way Kashmir University is also having some classes. Some exam. So based on that, you can have some idea that, okay, this fellow want to say this only. So now and then I will write the spelling also, or I will pronounce the spelling also. You will understand. The thing is, so this is the most important thing, the online monitoring public grievances. So at least now I can able to see your face that you are not understanding. So I'm pronouncing the spelling. But in government, how they will understand that you are having grievances? There should be a redressal mechanism. So then only things will be get done. In India, the main problem, you can make it in your mind, it may be a social justice and society-based question. The government is grievancing, get rid of all the grievances for child right, women empowerment, etc., 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 even gender equity, social equity, etc., etc. But the main problem existing in India is that juvenile delinquents. Juveniles, you can able to see Nirbhaya case, one person was a juvenile. So what is the maximum punishment? 3 years imprisonment. Not more than that, court cannot be able to penalize for a juvenile. So what now people are doing, they want to recruit criminals less than 18 years age, some mafia. So whatever the heinous crime you are committing, maximum 3 years. So they will give 5 lakhs for your family. You do this activity. So like this manner, organized crime is the most problematic thing right now in our country is happening. Majority of the criminals are first time criminals, less than 18 criminals. So you can't able to punish them. After 18, they will retire from services. Like short service, some commission they are having in military. The same way organized crime people are also doing something. So that thing you will learn in your paper 3 area. The linkages between terrorism and organized crime on the basis of black hole syndrome. That is the most important thing. Your internal security teacher will teach. Fine, good. Come back. Third example, E-Disha. By Haryana government, Haryana, to deliver, by Haryana government, to deliver any services from any location. So at the peak time, the services can be extended as per the need of citizens. As per the need of the citizens. What is the major problem in Delhi in the morning time? Traffic. Children want to go to school. College students also want to go to school. Office going people also want to go to school. Everyone want to enter into the road, either in bus or public transport or own car and etc. etc. So what the government, it's better we can go for a system basis, flat basis that okay, morning this time for students. Okay, after that 9 o'clock around the time office going people will go. And shift system that one shift for morning and evening some shift. Something like that they are making some kind of arrangement. But till, even though a lot of metros are going, public transport systems are using, but still Delhi traffic is the most horrible. But comparatively with the Bangalore and other area, Delhi is fine. Delhi is fine. But if you are working in Bengaluru, the Silicon Valley, there the things are totally different. And you have to experience. Now in northern plain, Delhi kind of things, the things are going very fine. Okay. Next one, the another important things in rural development, disaster management. After local information, third one is disaster management. First one is agriculture, second one is local information, third one is disaster management. What is disaster? Make some formula for disaster. Land reforms, I made one formula, you remember? Okay, like this manner, you try to make one formula for disaster. One question every year, minimum one question you can able to see. You can take 2013, sorry, 22 question also, you will find 1 or 2 questions. 1 question from disaster. What is disaster? Simple formula, 1 line. Yes. Disaster is a disaster. Yes, good. Unforeseen things, anything unforeseen. Suddenly I'm throwing this thing, it's a disaster to you. Or you are throwing towards me, it's a disaster to me. If I'm Arvind Kejriwal and you are throwing ink over me, it's a kind of political disaster. Very good. In simple way, I can make a formula as per NCERT. Well, vulnerability meet hazardous equivalent to disaster as per NCERT India. When vulnerability meet hazardous things, vulnerability plus hazardous things, it is equivalent to disaster. As per NCERT only we have to write. Then only you will get the maximum mark. Okay. So when I'm talking about the disaster, already he told. So many people told that, okay, some kind of loss of property, man-made vulnerability, man-made hazardous, natural vulnerability, and natural hazardous. Best example, tsunami is a very, very worst natural disaster we felt in the modern time in 21st century. By the way, in 2004 December, tsunami came. Then immediately after that year, 2005, National Disaster Management Act came into existence. NDMA came into existence. On the basis of NDMA, National Disaster Management Act, National Disaster Management Authority also came into existence. As a sideline, State Management Disaster Authority also came. As a sideline, district level, under district collector, District Disaster Management Authority also came into existence. One side. But on the other side, everyone forgot about these things. But UPSC never and never asked one question. India created National Disaster Management Act 2005 and Weapon of Mass Destruction Act 2005 also. WMD Act 2005 in India. But nobody discussed so far. Nobody asked also so far. So there may be a possibility in future like this manner you keep it. So while handling this disaster, we know very well the way how the disaster is a most important thing inside the Indian Ocean littoral countries, because very rarely India kind of countries will face something in the name of tsunami. But the most frequent things in northern plain Himalayas, something in the name of avalanche, frequently happening inside Siachen Glacier or other various glaciers are existing inside. And Uttarakhand, the cloud bursting. And in Ganges and Brahmaputra, it is a meandering nature of this river. Morning, it will flow from your main door. Afternoon, it will change the course and Brahmaputra will go to your back door. Sometime it will come inside your house. That is a meandering nature of river. Kosi is a sorrow of Bihar and Nepal also. Saptakosi and Sankosi. Damodar is a sorrow of Bengal also. Like this manner, a lot of rivers are causing sorrow to the people. So that is the most important thing, disaster and disaster related things. Example, you can write it down. Chetna. Chetna. Put a hyphen, right? By Bihar government. Chetna is by Bihar government to deal with disaster like flood. Main problem in Bihar, flooding. Disaster like flood, FLOOD, flooding, flood, comma, earthquake is another problematic thing. Na? But in Delhi, now and then we will feel Kashmir, Afghanistan, some epicenter. Based on that, sometimes Delhi will get a mild vibration. Not the major things. It never happened. But people are predicting such a long time. Once in 100 years, always there is some possibility in Uttarakhand and Himalayan and Delhi region. There may be a seismic things go beyond 7+. 7+ means too dangerous for a Delhi kind of area. Now all are building over building. If something happen and then the entire Delhi will shake and go down. Before COVID, I forget exactly. Before COVID, it happened. Highest level, Richter scale, seismic waves, and we can't able to predict the earthquake so far with the technology. We went to Martian orbit. but not able to predict earthquake. Only we can able to measure after earthquake. That is the most important problem, disaster related things. Okay, fine. Next one. Fourth one, after disaster management, fourth one, land record management. Land record management. You people are having land in your name? No, that's better. Suppose your father's name or yours name, and you are claiming for other backward community certificate, OBC. UPSC is having some method. Already last it happened. Lot of people lost OBC quota, and they went to Supreme Court of India also. Right now the case is going on. Suddenly UPSC said that your OBC certificate is not valid, and we are disqualifying you all. Some 16-20 people got trapped with the OBC issues. One side you keep. So land ceiling, we are having a method that no one can able to keep land beyond certain things. 16 hectare, for example. And the people are having thousands and thousands of acres. That is a different story in southern part of India. Even though the Jamindar Abolition Act, Binami Abolition Act, land reforms, other various things happen, even till people can able to donate more thousands and thousands and hectares to the government in the recent past. Best example, the former Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Y.S.R. Rajasekhar Reddy, he donated some 1700 hectare land to the people of Andhra just before the election when he was opposition party leader. Family property, they will say. One side. So the land is the most important. The e-Bhumi project of Karnataka was the first e-governance project came into exist inside our country. If we were to say scientifically, we will say Akshaya, Kerala government, but not scientifically. But the government-based initiatives, e-Bhumi project of Karnataka government was the first e-governance project came into exist. Just note it down. e-Bhumi project. Put a hyphen, right? The first e-governance project. First e-governance project in India. First e-governance project in India for land record management. First e-governance project in India for land record management by Karnataka government. Second, Devbhoomi, the e-governance project. Devbhoomi by which government? Devbhoomi means Uttarakhand. Yes, right. Uttarakhand. These are all land projects. Okay, examples. And fifth point, Panchayat. After land record management, fifth point is Panchayat. Okay. The best example regarding Panchayat, Rajniti, it's a e-project done by Rajasthan government. Rajniti, a e-project done by Rajasthan state government. RAJNADH. Rajniti is a e-governance project done by Rajasthan government with their IT department, information and technology, with their IT department collaboration. The main purpose is that the information and communication department, along with the Rajasthan state government, they want to strengthen the local government by the way of computerizing all the local Panchayat Raj institutions. Now Modi ji is doing, but they did around 2000, around the time that Rajasthan government, Rajasthan is always a model government in India, if you want to say. Yes or no? Anybody from Rajasthan? Whenever and wherever the government want to implement any new schemes and programs, you take 1950 to 53, government want to introduce a community development program for the whole India. They want to test inside Rajasthan first. Then they want to go for national extension schemes 1 year later. NEE. It also failed. Then in order to strengthen the local government, around 1957, the government of India introduced an idea of Panchayat Raj Institution of 59 after the recommendation of Balwant Rai Mehta Committee. Panchayat Raj Institution. Okay. And any schemes anybody want to implement at the national level, first they will go to Gujarat, Rajasthan. This was a trend before 2000. All the national schemes generally start from Rajasthan only, because ideally, in terms of population wise also, area wise also, Rajasthan is a very wide state and it is a border state with the Pakistan. So to do something for the people, to keep them inside India only. Otherwise, there may be a possibility. So generally, government inside India, usually any schemes and program will be started from Rajasthan, model project, etc. etc. Good. And last one, yes, education. At the rural level, education, last point. Providing computer education. Providing computer education. I still remember in my childhood days when the first time computer science came into existence in Tamil Nadu. Okay, in our school, what they will do now, they will keep one computer and it is completely inside glass room. Okay, students can able to stand surrounded and no one allowed to go inside. You can watch the computer, but only this side person can able to see what is there in the screen. Other side person can able to see only the box, outside box of computer, but the classes will go like this. Only one computer for the entire college, school. Okay, students will visit every computer classes and they usually go and visit. This is the way once upon a time. And they also sing songs inside the computer science classes in order to remember what is flowchart, the input, output, and all. This is the way they initially propagated the literacy of computers. And that is outsourcing. Teacher won't be come within the school. Outside, some expert will come and teach computers. But now computer science become part of your life. But still, computer science is not up to that level if I'm going to Ladakh and Leh region. And through the Sastriya Seema Bursary, through the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan SSA, the government of India is trying their level best in order to encourage literacy inside. For example, the Jaskar region or the Ladakh region, normally there are a lot of documentaries also there inside BBC, that the way how the children are coming from the very remote area of Jaskar to the schools inside Jammu Kashmir. On the basis of that, after seeing those kind of things, the government decided to expand the active of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan SSA. On the basis of that, now government is saying, I don't know if it's true or false, they are providing helicopter to the teachers. They usually go from their main area to the remotest places of the schools inside Jammu Kashmir. And ONGC Videsh Limited is the one first initiated the helicopter service for India. Like this manner only it happened once upon a time. ONGC, the Pawan Hans helicopter service. After the successful implementation of ONGC helicopter service to their own employees from Bombay Highland to the Bombay Islands. Okay, then they slowly expanded the Pawan Hans as a proper helicopter service around 1987 for the entire nation. That Pawan Hans helicopter service now providing facility freely to the teachers, those who are working in northeastern state and Jaskar region, Jammu Kashmir, the remotest area, to access their schools. Like this manner, the government is giving data. I don't know about whether the teachers from Jammu Kashmir is traveling from their home to our main office to the remotest place through helicopters or not. I don't know any authentication, but Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan is properly going in India. Now we are moving into Madhya Shiksha Abhiyan, MSA also going on in terms of education at the rural level. Education at the rural level. Coming down, write down. Providing computer education to children. And for 10th and 12th standard children, for 10th and 12th standard children at the rural level, there is a scheme. Put a hyphen and write Disha of book scheme. Disha of book scheme. DISHA. Disha of book scheme. So based on that, not all the parents are eligible or capable to provide a proper education to their children. Due to some economic issues, they cannot able to even afford food to their children. Food. So in the mid of 60s and 70s, the Tamil Nadu government was the first one who gave free meal to their children. At least for getting free meal, parents will send their children to school. This is the way the process came into exist. And after some time during Atal Bihari Vajpayee time, the midday meal scheme, same like Tamil Nadu model, spreaded everywhere inside India to strengthen education at the primary level, to reduce school dropout at the rural level. School dropout and strengthening primary education. And now the Tamil Nadu government, instead of going for midday meal, they are going beyond that level, that we will give breakfast also, lunch also. So more children will come. After COVID, lot of dropout. People don't want to come to school nowadays. They are really crying, children. They felt very comfortable for the 2 years inside home. Okay, online and remote area, no online. Leave only for 2 years due to COVID. Now we are asking children to come to school. They are not coming. So at the attractive scheme, apart from lunch, they are also planning to give the breakfast also. So now that became a controversial part, that freebie is given by the southern part of India. That matter went to the Supreme Court of India, and even the Tamil Nadu government also responded. It is not a freebie. People are paying taxes. It is a duty to taking care of welfare and well-being of the government. Government is not doing anything in their pocket. People are paying taxes, and we are repaying their taxes in the name of welfare scheme. It is not freebie. This is an argument done by the government of Tamil Nadu in favor of freebies. The government of India is including Indian government also, and state governments also keep on giving. Like this, one of the controversies going on anyhow. Next point, example. CASSET. This is, sorry, 1 minute else. These are book schemes. On the basis of that, the state like Rajasthan, they want to provide the free books to all school children. So one side meal, now books also. Then what else you are going to get? What you are going to spend as a parent? Nothing. Na? So freely you will send your children from sending to domestic labor dawa, from there to schools inside various areas. That's an idea. Books we will give, uniform we will give, and food also we will give. So more number of children will come to school. Only primary level we are focusing. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Now only the Madhya Shiksha Abhiyan, but not successfully. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan SSA is going well in India, and we are aiming for at least till 7th standard, 8th standard, till the 10th. We want to give. That is why the most important thing under Article 21A of the Indian Constitution, you know very well, right to education to whom? Up to 14. That was the promise in direct principles of state policy we made, up to 14. But under Right to Education Act, what education we are giving? Not up to 14. What we are giving through RTA Act 2009. If the question is coming, we are giving through RTE, we are giving up to 14 education. Already UP has asked this question. Everybody said right only. It is not up to 14. From 6 to 14 only we are giving education through RTE 2009, not up to 14. But DPSP is saying that we have to give education up to 14. But our Right to Education Act 2009 is saying that from 6 to 14 only we are giving, not up to 14. 0 to 6, you need special teacher. Not like ordinary teachers, no? School teachers. You have to, the children are kinder KG, LKG, UKG, special training we need to. So government said economically we are not affordable. So we will give education from 1st standard to 9th standard, 14 age. After 15, that's up to you. There is a controversial. But the problem inside that one Indian government is saying less than 14 are children. But when I'm going at the international level, children are 0 to 18 years. As per this education policy, up to 14 are children. From 15 onwards, 15 to 18, they are saying even you are children only. Society is saying 15 to 18, you are children only. But education systems are saying that you are not children, you are grown man. Okay, nobody is accepting this 15 to 18. That is a problematic thing. Anyhow, good. Final part, Challenges in e-governance. Challenges in e-governance. Sorry. You just write it down. This is a program done by Karnataka government. CASCET, cassette. CASCET, cassette, done by Karnataka government to help children at the primary level. That's an over. Challenges in e-governance. Everyone will write some stories about challenges in e-governance. Generally, UPSC will also give the same story, but don't do that one. We have to divide the challenges in three ways. First one is the technical challenges, organizational challenges, and the last one is economic challenge. Like this one, if you are writing now, you will get the maximum one. So heading is challenges in e-governance. First subheading is technical challenge. What are the technical challenges we people are facing? Lack of yes, automatically infrastructure and all, but anyhow, you can write it down. First point under technical challenges. First point, privacy. Privacy is the most important problem, technical problem. Second, security. Third, multi-service infrastructure. These are the problem. Privacy problem, security problem, multi-service infrastructure. And last one is interoperability. Interoperability. This is the most important problem. One survey is always interconnected with various stakeholders. Interoperability is the most important problem because every mechanism, every e-governance project always run through the various operations, various involvement of various service providers. So in online, if something goes wrong offline, so you can directly ask a question to me. Suppose in online mode, I won't come to the screen. I will stand here, my voice only you can. I will keep on say that the method of developing India means method of destroying India also. Only you can able to hear the voices, because sometimes nowadays what is happening, after capturing the images of the things they are putting in internet also, it become a controversial part. Lot of security threat also came into exist for some teachers. In teachers, inside classes, generally they will speak, because they need to write critically examine. Positive also, negative also, conclusion you decide and tell. You all are grown-up children. So it is a duty of the teacher to say both the side. But people are taking the online classes from those areas, and only the negative part of against the government for their own benefit they are circulating. One teacher also faced some difficulties. It become very controversial part against the culture of India and etc. Okay, is a multi-service infrastructure means, for example, this is a building you are coming and doing. Suppose 3 academies are joining and getting one institute. Financially, it will be gained. So first 2 hours Elite will take, and another 2 hours another people will take. So one building used by 3 people. Suppose 3 building used by 1 people. You think today you will sit here and attend the class. Tomorrow we will keep the class somewhere other side. Tomorrow somewhere near to the DU. Like this, when lot of problem will come now. So you don't know where today class is going to happen. The same way in internet, online based e-governance, someone will provide some services, other company will provide other services, 3-4 companies jointly will provide it. So something goes wrong, no one will take responsibility in terms of privacy and all. So internet is, you can't able to see, but you can able to imagine the things that it is a web based, you know, where Spider-Man web, the same way the web. Which one? Yes. I'm not talking negative of e-governance. I'm saying challenges. This is a good point. Multi-service provider. When multiple people are involving, if 3% is taking governance, same topic, what will happen? Comparison will come. You will say he is best, he is worst. So it will automatically create enmity between teachers. The same thing. It is not negative. It is only a challenging point. We have to overcome this problem. Privacy and security. Security in the sense that comparing with the privacy. Privacy is talking about the individual information about a people, individual information. But security is that overall challenging related to the information, overall challenges. For example, you are not in safe mode because now you are connected with the Wi-Fi of the academy, for example, academy. So once the security got breached, then automatically all the information about your personal, you will lose your privacy. So both of things are interconnected. Very purposefully, individually, I will say privacy, but security for the common security of the entire class. Privacy of you, like this. Good. Second challenge, organizational challenge. Not negative. Don't consider it's a negative. It's a challenging part. Organizational challenges. Lack of integrated services. There's no integration among the services. Integrated services. Something wrong in website Ministry of Defense. Who is responsible? NIC, National Informatics Center. Then someone will say it is not in NIC, it is the responsibility of CERT in Computer Emergency Response Team India. This is the body. Need to take care of the entire India's internal security, especially the government sector. But other people say it is a National Informatics Center's responsibility. CERT in responsibility. And lot of new agencies also there inside government. Everyone will point their fingers towards here, but no one will take responsibility. Interoperability, lack of integrated ID service. And second point, lack of key person. Who is the key person regarding information in India? Ajay Doval. For anything regarding internal security, we will point our fingers towards Mr. Ajay Doval. You are the National Security Advisor, Additional National Security Advisor. All these people since 1986, 87, I think so, they are working under Prime Minister of India, National. But regarding information, IT, who is responsible? IT is also an imaginary field. They are also taking care of security of the nation. And who is the key person? Sam Pitroda, the father of IT revolution inside our country. Green revolution, M.S. Swaminathan. White revolution, milk revolution, Mr. Varghese Kurian. IT revolution, I will say Sam Pitroda, who brought inside our country by Mr. Rajiv Gandhi. But who is responsible? Who is the key person? Any position, any post? Director General, IPS, IAS, something like that? No. Next point. The another important problem, organizational challenges, population. Population. Island of Niue in Solomon and Pacific Island, they are near Australia. That was the first country in this world who gave free Wi-Fi to the entire population. NIEU, Island of Niue. So first country in this world who gave free Wi-Fi to all population. What about their population? 10,000. Area 21 square kilometer, less than Siachen Glacier. Siachen Glacier 73 square kilometer. And Island of Niue only 21 kilometer. Population 10,000. And Calcutta Metro is providing free Wi-Fi. Jio is providing, and population of Calcutta Metro is 10 lakh. And Island of Niue is 10,000 people and 21 square kilometer only. They proudly say that they are the first country in this world who gave free Wi-Fi to the entire population. But India is doing better than them, but we are not first. That is another important population, very, very huge population. And last point, most important point, different languages. Language. What are the languages you will get question paper for UPSC? Hindi and English. Suppose your language is Punjabi, for example. Can you able to read the things from Punjabi? If it is Punjabi, then you will feel more comfortable. Na? Suppose your language is Haryanavika. Haryana people are having their own mother tongue. So like this manner, that is another problem, organizational setup regarding different languages. And final part, economical issues, economical challenges. Economical challenges. Point number one. The most important thing, point number one, cost is the most important problem everywhere. Economical issue, cost. Fees, second thing. And the second important thing, Reusability, reusage. Now India is trying to reuse the satellite technology. Our launching ISRO is having. So they want to reuse it. Based on that, they want to send it at the cheapest price. They want to send people to outer space. Now the work is going on. Very soon we will do that. Like this manner, internet reusability, all are used and through. One product, okay, motherboard has gone, simply throw it away, bring the new motherboard. Anything you can able to do, anything you will be able to correct? No, you have to throw it simply, use and throw kind of things are there. And another point, maintainability, maintenance. Who is going to take care of maintenance of all the government sector? If it is government office, they won't switch off the fan. They won't switch off the light. They won't switch off the street light. Everything will be. And even for saving electricity, people are saying that the chai behan time is the most important thing. The Assam government and Northeastern people keep on asking to the government of India, increase their standard time half an hour before Indian standard time. If India 8 or 8:30 now means they should have 9 o'clock. India also 8:30 and Arunachal Pradesh also 8:30, but they need to come earlier to their office. 8:30 means they need to switch on the fan, light and etc. At 3 o'clock, the things will become dark in Arunachal Pradesh. Sun will come at 4, 5 o'clock. So the same standard time is not good. So the electricity consumption government office is more. So it will take millions and millions of unit of wastage of electricity. So they are asking British time, the chai behan time in Assam happened. The same thing need to introduce it. So half an hour, the difference between India and Northeastern state. Like in Canada, they are having different time zone. Russia, they are having different time zone. Like that manner, they want to go for a chai behan time for Northeastern community. Will consume more electricity. For example, they say. So this is another problematic, maintainability. No maintenance for government properties. These are all the important challenge. I think we reach the time now. So we'll continue tomorrow. Some latest things I will do, and I will go to next. Only the governance and e-governance little boring and kind of things. After citizen charter and other area, the interesting topics are there. We can maintain. But anyway, I'm happy. You all are very patient for more than 3 hours. Okay, that's good. Thank you all.